Hopefully this isn't a long train. I'm gonna get a t-shirt made. This isn't, no, I'm just joking. Or no, I'm just kidding. Something like that, because I always say that, but I really mean it, obviously. And Jesus Christ. Long ass train. Okay. Fast forward. I don't know how to fast forward. I say this all the time, but I'm gonna learn how to fast forward today.
So if you're with me, still listening. Can you hear me? I may have fast forwarded to this, and I may have not. But I'm about to. Okay? Because we're at 1 minute deep, and we can't get to the story. Or the talk, because my day's about to start. I'm about to go to the gym. I already cleaned up. I'm going to do some part of that. And but I got to finish them off. Then we're going to sum that up. And that's about that. And then some other tasks that I've got today. And I'm going to make, some of them may include not. And that's about that. But this fucking video, Lord have mercy. I should not say that. Is that bad? No, it's just. So, head of the hell of a train. Lord.
I'm gonna get good at editing these videos. Watch me. I'm gonna make like a whole banner thingy in like the beginning and like a one on the end. And yeah. And then I'm gonna like, you know what also? You wanna know what? I should start introducing myself in the beginning, because currently you probably don't know me. You might know me. But if you do know me and you haven't done, like that like button. If you don't like it, be honest. Give me some feedback. And tell me about this stuff. But it looks like that train is getting quieter. So here's where we go. We're doing a story. And it kind of like goes along
with how I look at goals and stuff, and I go through like life experiences, because that's obviously how I learn from things. And this kind of be like maybe like how I gauge like personal interactions. This is from a work interaction experience that I learned from, and what it was I don't know, let's see where I can kind of go, but it made me think of this, and then I'm going on my personal. And so this work experience that I had was when I was a young guy. I worked for this company. There was just like the store manager, and I was a lower position than him, but it was sales. And when I got transferred to a store, I had like a reputation of being like a good employee, doing my job, selling stuff, and managing, doing what I had to do, right? And so he and I had bumped heads, because I was immediately like successful there, because he believed like I was a threat. And I was a lower position. We did the same job, we just had different titles. So I immediately became like a target for this guy. He tried everything possible to where I'd be fired. And my experience that I'm learning from this is that he saw, like, I didn't notice it, because he like tried to befriend me and something, so forth, but he was doing his due diligence to try and get me out of there, some way, shape, and form. And well, what had happened is I ended up getting my job retained. I stayed there because they knew that it was BS, and I was worthwhile. They transferred me somewhere else. They demoted me because it had to be done, like just the way they had done. But within months, I had passed that position and became a store manager. And within 1 year, I became his manager, and he became demoted. And what I had learned from that experience was that I could have either A, like, been pissed off at this situation, B, and done what I had done, and like know that I had done everything correctly, and it inevitably was the outcome that should have been intended, but it had been intervened, right? And the thing is that, some people may, it's just like whatever. We could either been a great team or a great whatever. But unfortunately, he just had to become a stepping stone. But the life experience also there is that when I had the opportunity to become his manager, I could have, my position was to go in there and pretty much fire this guy because of his performance. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to like make like an example of him, to show him that like I have the power to do this. This is what I'm really here for, but I'm not gonna do this, and I'm gonna make you learn from this. And it's because it was a humbling experience. So anyhow, because the guy was significantly older than me, and the first words he said to me when we met, if you're listening, is I've been doing this for like 20 years, or since you were a kid. My immediate response in my mind was like, well, you've been doing it for way too long. Too wrong isn't the right way. And so that's the way I look at this. So because this morning, man, I've been thinking like crazy. I want to go have this cigarette so bad. I just want to like channel this energy, do something. But the way that I talk about this is like a way that I kind of like help rationalize an experience that I have to do with things. But you can't, what I've learned is that you can't, I was getting paid to teach that gentleman a lesson. I was getting paid. And if you're in my personal life and I ain't getting paid for that, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So let's just think about that. And that's what you need to take back from that, is that, you know, there's got to be, in everything that we do, there's a reward, a fulfilling, an excitement, a thrill, an accomplishment, whatever it is. And like, as I said before in a previous video, that, you know, when you're not content with something, and it's the truth that sometimes, like, people that are, you know, appear successful or accomplish things, you know, you think that they're happy. They're probably not, because the fact that no matter what the hell you accomplish, or no matter what the hell you do, you're gonna want to do it again because you want that same feeling. It doesn't matter if it's a like on a post, it's a birthday card, or anything the hell it is. It's something that feels good. And if you can control that by accomplishing and trying to be successful and challenge yourself to accomplish things, you're always going to be doing that because you want to feel that satisfaction of accomplishing your goal. And it's like a love-hate relationship, and so you gotta be happy through that process. And if you can't find the happiness in the process, then you got a problem. Then it's hard and you ain't happy. So